I'm Justin Gaffney. I'm one of the grapevine experts on sexual health and sexual infections, and this is my top 5 tips. So tip number 1 would be communication. The most important part of your body that you use for having a fulfilling sex life is actually your brain and being able to communicate effectively with your sexual partners. It's very important to be able to talk about what your desires are, what it is that you enjoy with sex, what it is that you want to be able to have a satisfying and fulfilling sex life. And actually, most people don't sit down and have that kind of conversation with their sexual partners. So that's very important, being able to communicate what it is, what you enjoy, what you like. My tip number 2 would be around DIY, do it yourself. So masturbation. If you want to be able to communicate to your partner what it is that you like, you need to know what it is that you like. So masturbation is a normal, healthy process and most people engage in it. It's a good way of learning how you like to be stimulated, and don't just focus on the genitals. There are other parts of your body that are erogenous zones. Find out what they are. Find out how you like to be touched. If you know how you like to be touched yourself, you can communicate that effectively to your sexual partner, and that means you'll have a more fulfilling sex life. Tip number 3 would be about having a regular sexual health checkup. Even if you're in a monogamous, stable relationship, we'd still advise that just once a year you come into a clinic and get a sexual health check. Likelihood is that you haven't been exposed to any infections because you're in a fairly stable relationship, but it's just a good idea to have a chat with the healthcare professional, talk to them about any problems you might be experiencing, any anxieties that you've got, and it's also an opportunity for them to just check out your genitalia, make sure that everything is healthy, that everything's functioning as it should be. Of course, if you are having lots or a number of different sexual partners, then it's a good idea to get a sexual health checkup on a regular basis. And on that basis, we would recommend for someone who's having lots of partners, we would recommend that you get a checkup every 3 months. Or if it is just that you've changed your sexual partner, then the advice is to come and get a check after you've perhaps ended a relationship before you move on to a new relationship. Tip number 4 would be about making time in your relationship for each other. So if you're with a partner, as you move into relationships and relationships become more stable and there's more longevity within the relationship, you tend to start to lose that passion. You tend to start to, work pressures get in the way, family life pressures get in the way, and that kind of intimate side of the relationship often falls to one side. So make yourself a sex date night. So, if you've got kids, get someone to look after them, go out for a romantic meal, have some time for yourself with your partner. And finally, tip number 5 would be condoms. If you're with a new partner or you're having, casual sex with partners, you need to be using condoms. They are our best form of defense against most sexual infections. Do you need to remember condoms won't protect you against everything? Certain skin viruses such as warts and herpes you won't necessarily prevent being contracted or exposed to those viruses by using a condom. But for most other infections, HIV, gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia, a condom is a pretty good defense barrier. So use condoms. For young men, know how to use them. Practice with them when you are masturbating, learn how to put them on. For girls as well, learn how to put them onto your partner, make it part of the foreplay, putting the condom on. There's a whole range and variety of condoms out there on the market, so find the ones that are right for you, the ones that you enjoy. And there are non-allergenic ones, there are flavoured ones, there are shaped and textured ones. There's a whole range of condoms that can help you enjoy a satisfying and safe sexual health life.